All right, this is Dan Meehan for MMA Manifesto, and today we have the AK Kid, Cody McKenzie, who returns to competition after an almost 4-year hiatus at Conquest of the Cage in Spokane, Washington, on August 26th. Cody, how are you?
Good.
That's good. Thanks for stopping by.
Thank you.
Now, I believe some congratulations in order, and some commiserations for the ladies out there. I believe Cody McKenzie's now a married man.
Yeah, I got married. I got myself a good wife, and yeah, we got married. Geez, now I can't even think the date. I'm terrible. I'm terrible at date. But yeah, she's awesome, and yeah, we will be together forever, hopefully. The wedding was spectacular. We had it at my parents' place, and yeah, they got a real nice place on the river, so it came out great.
Sounds great. Yeah, so as mentioned off the top there, you're returning to competition. Last time we spoke, you mentioned that you were working long hours and you had a property with animals to take care of. So how on earth are you fitting fighting into your schedule now?
Yeah, I'm still working a lot of hours. I'm still putting in 40, but I'm running, and I got guys I train with at my house. I built a gym in one of my shops because I got a 60 by 40 shop. So I laid mats in there and workout equipment and all that kind of stuff. And I've been training lately and kind of put a bug in a guy's ear that I wanted to fight. So yeah, he called me up on 3 weeks to fight a guy in 3 weeks. I mean, the guy's fought a lot of guys around here. He has a terrible record, but that's what happens when you fight all the toughest guys and you're like a stepping stone in Washington because you're going to get used a lot because he'll always take the fight, he's not afraid to fight. So, but that's just the thing. Guys like that are also dangerous because it'd suck to lose to one,
Yeah. So yeah, you mentioned that last time we spoke that you'd been considering a comeback. So how long have you been training for this?
I've probably been training a few weeks on and off, like not real like hard, but now I have 3 weeks to put in hard work, And I mean, before that I was training, like last time we talked, I've been training on and off, but now I'm gonna really get back into it. And the guys who I've been talking to work out with, I mean, I did a hyperbaric chamber the other day for a while and it felt amazing. And then I went straight into doing hard rounds with a bunch of studs, and I felt great. I mean, I fought a lot, I mean, I fought a ton of tough guys and at the high level. I know I used to fight there. So I'm trying to get back into, so see how it goes. This guy right now, he's just a guy from my first step, and then I'm planning to keep stepping, and pick up the competition because I know I can dive back to a big fight after as big as a hiatus as I took, but I'm ready to fight. I mean, after this one, I'll go on to the next and the next, and I'm gonna do a wife that if I lose one, I'll be done.
Right, there you go. Yeah, so you've talked in the past about fighting for a paycheck. So how seriously are you taking this comeback? Like, is this something that you really want to sort of, go a long way with?
Well, yeah, that's what I'm saying. I mean, I'm taking it serious because it's a fight. I mean, the guy I'm fighting is just my first step, but after that, I'm planning on picking up the competition and going hard. I mean, I'm still going to go hard at it right now. I'm going hard at it. I trained hard yesterday and I'm going to train today. And I've been doing all my stretches and runs and all that kind of stuff, and I mean, I've done this for a long time. I know what it takes to fight at the highest level. Now it's just about getting myself back there, and getting that fight. And once I have that fight, I'm gonna go in there and we'll see, That's when we'll really know because anybody who's ever trained with me and knows me knows I can fight. I mean, that's no secret. But which Cody, am I going to show up in shape or am I going to show up not? That's what matters. And yeah, I'm getting in shape. I'll be there when the time is there, and I'm planning on going as far as I can with this.
Now, Cody, I want you to be honest with me if you wouldn't mind, and we may or may not have to cut this part out. But are you still suspended?
Yeah, the fight's an exhibition.
Right. I see.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah, but
so
yeah, I mean, you can put that in. That's what they got a hold of me for. I mean, I think it's dumb unsuspended in the first place, but that's here nor there. Especially for
yeah.
4 years, like Jesus. I mean, yeah, but I mean, the athletic commission has changed, like, and I have to learn to deal with that. Like when I was trying to stay in the game, I was trying to fight it, but you can't fight that. It's changed. I can deal with that, but I mean, the only thing I ever really did was smoke pot and didn't want them to take my money, but and now they've like made it legal, I think. So I don't even know why I'm still suspended.
Yeah,
but,
well, that's
but
so is the exhibition that's a bit of a loophole, is it? So like is there any difference really with an exhibition fight? Is there sort of any extra rules or anything that you have to abide by?
yeah, of course. Haven't you watched Floyd Mayweather and Logan Paul? They're way different than a regular fight.
So is there a limitation on contact or knockouts? Is there judges? Is it sort of similar scenario?
I honestly don't even know. The promoter got a hold of me and asked me if I'd fight, and I was like, "Yeah, when? 3 weeks. All right, who? Okay, cool." Like, yeah, I think there's just the. I'm sure he'll have something put in there for legal points of view or whatever, so he can't get in trouble. But I mean, really, when stuff is on tribal land, I don't think they can really do anything, anyways. I don't see how Nevada can have any foothold in anything like that. And if they do, then whatever. I'll start fighting overseas if I need to get back into it. If
Yeah.
Nevada wants to keep crying about nothing.
So you're suspended until next year, I think. Is that right?
I honestly don't know.
Don't know.
Like I said,
Okay.
don't care.
Yeah, right. Okay. No worries. So, anyway, the opponent is Chris Ensley, who, as fair to say, as you say, he's experienced. Is probably one way to describe him. A veteran of 48 fights against a who's who of the Washington fight scene. He's fought Colby Covington and Austin Arnett, Lyle Beerbomb, Brent Primus. So he's got a fair, he's been in there with some good types. So, what are you expecting from him on the night?
I honestly don't know that either. I cornered Lyle when he fought Lyle, but I mean, I'm the type of fighter who never worried that much about what my opponent's gonna do. I mean, I'll watch a little video here and there if I think I need to, but I mean, usually I kind of know what they want to do, like their overall game, and I know what I'm gonna do, and I worry a little more about what I'm gonna do because I'm going in there to try to do it to them. And
Yeah.
that's just how I've always fought. Like, and if I come in shape and ready to go, I usually beat people up. So that's the plan.
Yeah. And he has it sounds like I've done more research than maybe you have, but he's got quite a few submission losses on his record there. So could we see another McKenzie team for old
Yeah.
time's sake?
Oh yeah, no, I would love to go in there and just slap that on, make it an easy night. I'm always looking for that. I mean, I want to have, by the end of my career, I definitely want to have the record for the most. I actually think Alistair Overeem had it at one point.
Yeah, I think I was reading that Travis Fulton holds the record.
Oh yeah.
But he has 300 plus professional fights, so he's got
I think
he's had quite a
I
few
think you're right.
opportunities.
I think Overeem was like just under him and like above me. But
Yeah,
Overeem was up there, I remember, because I thought that was cool because he's a good kickboxer, which
absolutely.
makes
Yeah,
sense because if you're kicking the shit out of someone, usually they try to shoot, then it makes the guillotine a lot easier.
definitely. Now, the fight's scheduled to take place in an outdoor arena at the Northern Quest Casino. Now, you fought under the Conquest of the Cage banner before, back in 2009, from what I can see there. Was that one outdoors as well? And does that present any sort of unique challenges?
No, I don't even think that was the same promoter back then. Maybe he kept the same name, but yeah, I never fought for Rick. Northern Quest. I fought for Oh, who was it? I fought for somebody else. Another quest. But yeah, this is the first time I fought for Rick there. I used to fight for Rick. It's Rick Little. It's Mike Chiesa's coach and Julie Pena's coach. And Mike's about to fight right here in a little bit. And yeah, those are the guys that I've been like getting back in touch with and gonna jump in there with, So I mean, I have no shortage of tough guys around Spokane, Washington to train with. And so, yeah, I'm going to be coming here and mixing it up a bit more. And I still got my students back where I live too. So, and yeah, we'll see what happens.
Yeah. So are you just training with your own team at the moment, or are you sort of splitting your time with the other crew?
No, I train with my team up where I live, like 2 hours north of Spokane. But then I train with guys here in Spokane as well, And that's what I just kind of started doing again, is getting back in touch with these guys and getting in there to mix it up. And because, yeah, I need that. Like my guys are tough, but when you're the coach, it's different than getting in there and getting with guys who can really give you a run for your money. And I mean, all these guys I train at a lot of different gyms because these guys are welcoming, because I've known them forever and I've trained with them for years and years. So all of them are fine with having me come back in and work with whoever, which is nice, So yeah, it's just now about me trying to not trying, but me putting in the hard work,
Right, and you've got a crew of fighters by the sound of things training up at home. Is there anyone we should keep an eye out for? Is anyone fighting on this card, actually?
There's a kid named Sterling Rich, who's I met him last year. He was 17 years old, and he was a stud. I mean, good wrestler, and he's having his first fight this next coming weekend just as an amateur. But then I got a couple kids who are, I mean, they're showing real promise, But it's hard to ever say with some people, Sometimes they show so much promise and they're gone. Sometimes they show no promise and become a world champ.
I suppose for every one world champ, there's probably a 1,000 guys that have come and dropped off along the way, right?
Yeah, a lot more talented guys usually too.
Yeah.
Sometimes that grinder who makes it.
Yeah, absolutely. Now, looking forward, what's the ultimate goal for you getting back in the game? Have you got sort of an end game?
Oh yeah, it'd be the best, win. I mean, like I said, I made a deal with my wife that I fight, I get one more shot at it, and if I lose any of them, I'm done, because I don't want to be in here for much longer. I'm old. I'm getting older. I got a lot of injuries from fighting for years, and yeah, I'm gonna go for one run, and we'll see what happens. I mean, this is my comeback. This is my first one, But like I said, I'm planning on matching up more and more. I'll get my name back out there. I mean, I did it once before, and I know I can do it again. I mean, that's all just about marketing, doing these interviews, talking to people, and fucking doing that work. Whether you like me or not, I don't really care. I'm just doing it to get in there and get it, and that's that.
Absolutely. Now, I assume your old mate Dana White probably won't be picking up your calls anytime soon. But are you looking to land on a big promotion eventually?
Wait, why wouldn't Dana pick up my call?
No, I think you've had some choice words even on this program here for your old pal Dana.
No, Dana's my man. I like Dana. Dana has money. I want money. Yeah, no, I was an idiot, I'm getting smarter. I want to be friends with Dana now. Tell him that. If you see him, tell him I'm over the grudge. I forgive you.
That's good. It's funny how things change. But
yeah,
would the UFC or Bellator or something like that be a goal for you, or are you kind of just looking for the highest bidder at this stage?
I'll fight anywhere for the right price, but yeah, I want to be world champ of the UFC. I mean, that's where the fame is. That's where the big money is. I mean, they're the number one organization in the world, and if you want to be the number one guy in the world, that's where you got to be. If you want gold, you got to be there. I mean, anything else to me is just lower. No point in doing it. I mean, I'll do it for money, but that's not where I want to be at the end of that. I mean, I ain't trying to go on a 10-fight win streak in Russia.
Yeah, so I'm guessing the bare knuckle days are gone now. You'd be focusing on MMA.
I don't know. I wouldn't say that because I'm a fighter. I'll fight any style, anyone. I mean, they were offering me Hector Lombard the other day because Joe Diesel, I guess, got hurt, and they were offering good money, and I was like, huh. Like, I'll fight. I mean, I've been doing this a long time. I don't not think I can fight. I think I just took fights I should never taken at times when I wasn't training or working at it and not motivated to win fights. I was just, they'd offer me a dollar sign. I was like, cool, because I'm a fighter and I didn't have any future sight in the sport. I didn't really care if I won or lost. But now, I mean, I'm only going to give this one last try. So I mean, me getting kicked out was pretty much a blessing, you know, because it made me realize that I don't want to just take fights for no reason, you know. If I'm going to take a fight, I should go in there and win the fight every time, you know. I shouldn't take a fight unless I'm going to win. So at least I figured something out.
Yeah, that's true. All right, Cody. Yeah, before I let you go, I don't know if you've got any sponsors or anyone you want to shout out this time around. I'll hand over to you.
All right. Crooked Construction, Spokane Valley BJJ. I hope Mike kicks ass tonight.
Absolutely. All right, now we have to get this part right. The fights take place at the Northern Quest Casino on August 26th. The tickets look like they're selling pretty fast from what I could tell. So check the Northern Quest Casino website and make sure you mention Cody's name when booking. Now, I haven't been able to track down any streaming information for those who aren't in Washington, but it looks like a replay might be available on YouTube a day or two later. Looks like the channel might be HGPL11. So, yeah, unless you got anything else to add, Cody, thank you so much for stopping by and all the best on August 26th.
Awesome. Thank you, Dan. Cheers.